It's time for the very rare Sunday stream. As we continue our endeavors to replace all of the characters that have died recently. Boy, howdy. It's been a series of unfortunate events recently. But we've got some fresh blood ready and willing to go at it.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Not right this instant. Looks like they're stressing out a little bit. Oh, we got Katathi to level 6. I'm not sure when he became a legend, but a legend he is. Ritter and Houndmaster. Sure, why not?
A lawman and his faithful beast. A bond forged by battle and bloodshed.
This guy can be a specialist at taking down marked targets. And I was thinking about it recently, and I feel like I want to go back to the farmstead. Get some more shards. Actually, is there a jester for hire here? Oh, there is.
He will be laughing still at the end.
Ah! One letter short. And what's that guy's name? I'm gonna do some research here really quick. Nope. That's not gonna work either. Considered naming him Alexander Hamilton, but that's definitely too long if George Washington is too long. So let's just go with... Actually, I'm pretty sure I tried this before too. Yep. It's also one letter too many. we'll do that, and then trinkets. Nice. Now then, who else do I want to bring along here? And backline Soto. That flagellant is not a natural. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. I got confused. I thought Billy Mays' dodge went down when I equipped this, but no, he was just clumsy all along. My bad. My bad. And fortifying garlic. Why not? Boom. Alright, and then last person I think is going to be Soto. Probably put the Miller's Locket on somebody. Yeah, we'll probably just deal with it. Alright. Stack of all this good stuff. This good stuff. And we need a pile of laudanum. Laudanum's always compulsory. Alright. Let's see what we can pull out of this.
The poor miller. Thrice a victim. The seasons took his livelihood. I took his land. And now, uncountable years later, the comet has taken his humanity. My only regret is that I did not live to see that shoddy mill smashed to pieces by the miraculous bounty I reaped from beyond the void.
That's not very nice. Well, once again, unto the endless harvest. Whoa. Billy Mays has had his reality bent. That seems acceptable. And withstand. Those battle long buffs can be very useful. Especially in a place like this. By a place like this, I specifically mean this place.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
I want to try very hard to keep anybody from going crazy, which is why we brought the Jester.
Be gone, fiend.
Soto's just going to wildly shoot at the crowd.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
We'll get everybody back into position in a moment here.
Grievous injury, palpable fear. Press this advantage.
Pop that one out of here.
Give them no quarter.
It's a lot of stress reduction. That's a lot of stress gained.
Their
Funny how that works out.
formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
A madman's nightmare. I wonder if that's the Miller. Actually, it's probably not the Miller, because the Miller is also affected. Many hands. Look at all those hands. They actually don't look anything like hands, but that's not the point. I like the battle ballad. It feels like you can get a lot of mileage out of it in here. Uh-oh. Ooh. I know the attack
Slowly,
hurts a lot.
gently. This is how a life is taken.
Petals must fall. Move him back into position. Seems like a good time to do so. I'm glad I gave Billy Mays that fortifying garlic. It helps him avoid his own bleed. Ow. Actually going to do some recovering right about now.
In the fevered pitch of battle.
Ooh. Another foreman. I've never seen two foremen at the same time before.
Impressive.
No trespassers. Doing a really good job of resisting those.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own. Annihilated.
Oh. I guess the, whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but whatever it's called has not shown up yet.
Another one falls. Well
Awesome.
struck.
Cleared out all these guys. Sleeper's Dream. That's what it's called.
Safe from the comet's maddening light. For
Choose
now.
one for stress relief. Okay. Do a little bit of patching up here, and then on we go. Ooh, interesting. So far, every time I've done this, we get thrown into a different place, but not this time, it seems. Huh? I didn't know that that had or was based on chance.
Devastating blow.
Roots, the roots.
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
The roots is on fire. Apparently Roots has a chance to debuff, but I have no idea what that debuff is. Ugh. Blighted. Fortunately, I can cure that. Let's see, 9 damage and 5 damage. There we go. That back line is toast. And then we're gonna punch this rock in the face.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
It was a good rock punch.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
Ooh boy. Well, I'm gonna have to manage that.
A death by inches.
I like watching that little blue bar fill up. Slowly, gently.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Flail! Oh! Darn. I was really hoping to flail those crops. Slice and dice.
A decisive pummeling.
Good shot. We'll flail those crops. Huh, no actual stress damage, just horror. Battle Ballad.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
I'll flail your crops.
Monstrous size has no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Inordinate insanguination is not considered a virtue, fortunately.
Inspiration and improvement.
I have to say, this is going really well so far, but that's probably because we're still in the farmstead and the enemies here are not super menacing.
Precision and power. The ground quakes.
That's a lot of crits, and that guy's toast. The seeds! Oh, very nice. Was not expecting that kill, but I appreciate it.
Slow death. Unforeseen.
Those auto reposters are
Unforgiving.
very annoying. Especially because they can apply their debuff on the riposte. Destroyed. Dang. Yeah, why not? Give me some speed going into the next battle.
Corrupted curiosities, begging for examination.
Well, that was an unnecessary amount of healing. Oh, there we go. Blazing. Extra damage against marked targets and extra debuff chance.
In a twisted refraction.
Enemies get speed and prot. Oh man, listen to that music. Yeah. Extra debuff skill chance. Jeez. Gotta slow down that stress roll there. Coming at him fast and furious.
A singular strike.
Gonna burn off that debuff. Patch that up. How long does this mark last for? 2 rounds. That lasts for the whole battle. Oh, good dodge. Don't want to be taking any more stress than I have to. Nice. Another one falls. And then... honestly, I think I'm gonna apply a heal over here. Bonk. Only 10 stress that time. Ouch.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
Nice.
Masterfully executed. Back to the pit.
Ooh, a bone bearer. That bone bearer's gotta go. Start unloading into that back line. I'm really surprised a bone bearer showed up. I didn't know that could happen either. I suppose it makes sense. This is a darkest difficulty quest, but you know, still, that thing's a serious threat.
Powerful blow.
Good crits. Oh, jeez. That's the worst. Oh, man, that hurt. Does that boost accuracy? Yeah, damage and accuracy. Jeez. Yarg. Oh, man. Whew. Oh, nice. I don't think the Bone Bearer can resurrect that. Yeah, he can. Sweet. Good crit. Good slash. Alright, as long as Zen's taking the hits, I'm considerably less concerned. Awesome. take these guys out of here. Ah, what a relief. Let's just get this thing out of here. Good crit. Oh, we've been maintaining everything pretty well so far. Hey, don't lash me. Keep targeting Billy. I keep de-stressing him. Good dodge. Ooh, double dodge. Well, we've got all the kills we need. Let's get a few more. More inspiring tunage.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Nice.
Battle behind, battle ahead. But for a moment, peace.
It's Mildred. Whoa. Did she do that last time? Because I don't remember that happening. Also, I appreciate that sapphire.
Reality regained.
Reality regained. That's an interesting line. Probably should have opened with a battle ballad, actually. That was my bad. I actually, not gonna lie, I put some consideration into the kind of team that I wanted to bring in order to go a fair distance here. I knew I wanted a leper in the front because that battle long buff is very potent. And then I wanted a flagellant because of their very solid healing and bleeding effects. I wanted a Jester because they have targeted stress relief. It's very useful. And then for my last slot, I actually wanted to bring a Vestal for healing, but I'm actually glad that I brought Soto instead, because he has enough healing to be like worthwhile, and this healing buff works very nicely with my frontliners here.
Obliterated.
But also, he's capable of putting out a lot of damage, and it seems like we have enough healing currently. You know, nobody's hit death's door yet, even though we did have a close call. I won't deny it. We've got angelic, rapidly rotating cattle in the chat here.
Decimated.
Glad to see her stop on by. Nice critical. Get that bleed in there. Even more bleeds in there.
Perhaps the turning point. Executed with impunity.
This is the best part of the music right here. Well, shuffle incoming. One stress, 15 stress. Eh. Wow. That's a lot of damage. And bonk. Wow, that almost inverted the party order. And slowly march Zen back to the front.
Cursed champion falls.
It's not really a champion, it's a horse. The horse is not, like, super dangerous. I mean, it applies a shuffle, but with the exception of Zen, we've got a pretty mobile party. There we go. There we go. And Zen can keep walking to the front, even though it does not matter even remotely. Whoosh.
The instruments pause, but the symphony will soon continue.
Alright, let's burn off those debuffs and have ourselves a nice little camp.
A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors.
Let's see how many battle buffs we can bust out here. Marching plan. Tiger's Eye will put on Soto. Reflection. And Bloody Shroud. And then I could hit my own Flagellant for 40 stress, but I feel like I'm not going to do that. You know, given the options of getting plus 40 stress or not, I'm going to choose not. Sure, we do have a lot of food still. It's almost deliberate. The light bends to blazing. Oh. Same as before.
The stars blaze with hateful light.
Except this time, we're up against the marine folk. The farm does not have a map. In fact, that's kind of its thing, is that the laws of space and time bend here. push me, boy. So yeah, whenever the light changes to anything other than the farmstead's miasma, you're considered to be lost in space and time. There we go. Barnacles. Finally apply this buff to ourselves. So you kill enemies until you reach a threshold, and then you get a break. The Sleeper's Dream, I think is what it's called, shows up and just warps the whole party away. We actually got a bleed on this guy. Cultist champion. Ooh, a cutthroat. Huh. That's unexpected. Yeah, every time you reach a threshold, you get a brief rest, which can have a variety of different helpful effects. But they are seemingly random. And once you fill the bar up all the way, you go up a rewards tier, and I think that at this point, we're actually, after we get our 50th kill, we're actually going to run into a boss. I think. Is this guy dead? He is dead. The reason I'm not sure is because I still haven't learned all of the random / not so random elements. I actually have some pretty good back row damage. You know, I've got my Arbalist. Billy Mays can hit the back row with some bleeds. And Lady Gaga can hit some of the back row. Not the furthest row, but the third row. So that's pretty helpful. Took a bleed. Patch this boy up here. Yeah,
Death waits.
the Flagellant's back row bleed was not so good prior to the Color of Madness because it had a minus 90% damage mod on it. And I think it was a little less accurate, but now it's more accurate and it deals more damage. So it's definitely become more useful. But in general, I would not use it if I did not have the Color of Madness DLC. Some accuracy and crit reduction on the back there. That's the sort of thing I like to see. That not so much. Avoided the pull, so that's good. Those are some significant resist. 175% move resist. That's awesome. That's also awesome. I'm kind of just ignoring this pelagic champion because its prot is so freaking high. It's barely even worth trying to hurt him. Oh, that's a lot of stress. Yeah, Flagellant, Pre-Color Madness was a very excellent healer support, especially with Redeem. However, Exsanguinate and Redeem both got nerfed. I would say harshly, but I feel like they're actually fair now. Because before they definitely weren't. Because as long as you had Redeem and good Deathblow resistance, you basically couldn't go down. But they made both of these abilities apply a self-debuff to reduce healing output and healing received. And they have limited uses per battle. Which is a significant nerf, but also, in my opinion, brings them in line with other abilities and characters. I still feel like they're actually probably a little bit strong because of their design around Deathblow resistance and the fact that they don't take mortality debuffs, so they can go down to Death's Door and get all the benefits of that. And once they get healed off of it, they don't take any penalties past that. So it's a lot of upside. But I do quite like their heal over time ability, which got buffed, by the way, by a little bit. Not a whole lot, but I already liked it originally, so now I like it even more.
Exposed to a killing blow.
That's a 14 damage critical. Yeah.
Resupply and recover, but be quick.
I have Barristan's head on my leper. Holy Flippin' Cows wants to know. Because I like the leper as a super tank. So 25% prot from that, and then 30% prot from withstand, 55% prot. You take half damage from direct attacks. Seems pretty good to me. Well, let's get everybody healed up to full. Now, I think this is a boss fight dead ahead here. So I'm going to hedge my bets and holy water up here.
Anchored on solid ground once more.
And I was right. Look at that. He's immune to bleeding. Can be blighted, but I don't have any of that. I do have crits, though. Crits are nice. Just a regular old farmhand. Yep, that seems about right. Guard skills disabled. Wasn't using any anyways. Actually, I can still hit the miller doing that. Got a scarecrow here.
Gnawing uncertainty. The birthplace of dread.
Ouch. Oh yeah, I forgot that you haven't seen this boss fight yet. So, okay, so this is the Miller. His creature type is Poor Soul. He's got 4 attacks. One is oh, well, I suppose it doesn't show me the Master's Call. But one of them is the Master's Call, which summons a dude. And I'm not sure if he uses that every turn or not, but yeah, he's got the Master's Call, summons a dude. Winter's Breath can only be used on the farmhands, and it turns them into frozen farmhands, which changes their abilities, and they automatically guard the Miller. Which I think is a very interesting interaction. He's also got the Reaping, which is a party-wide AoE high crit attack. It's obviously his most dangerous move. He's got the Harvest, which to the best of my knowledge can only hit the first person, and it removes some of their stress in exchange for healing on the Miller. So he harvests stress. I'm not entirely sure how that works, but he picks their brain, he gets healed. And then the last attack is Immortal Beloved, which only occurs not the first time you fight him. So only in the Endless Harvest, because you fight this guy beforehand. And Immortal Beloved removes all of his prot, and I forget what the buff it is that gets applied. But I know that it removes all of his prot and is basically like your time to strike sort of moment. To the best of my knowledge, he doesn't build a full wall of minions. He can only have one frozen farmhand at a time. But he definitely uses them to his defensive advantage. That's annoying. Get that out of there. And more reaping.
Unnerved, unbalanced.
Alright, now we're at Death's Door. Ballad. More reaping. He's doing a lot of reaping. Not a fan. Yeah, Typically, if he uses the Reaping once, he's going to use the Reaping twice.
And now the true test. Hold fast, or expire.
Nice. Man!
Teetering on the brink, facing the abyss.
This may be a problem. Oh, nope, the master back in this. Oh, jeez. And blighted. Rid of that blight. Gotta get my own stress down. We're dealing out a fair amount of crits, though. Ag.
The abyss returns even the boldest gaze.
How much longer is that battle ballad gonna last? A little bit. A little bit. Okay. Oh, he's got the Seeker's Herald. Broke that. And summons another Scarecrow.
How quickly the tide turns.
Gonna have to get rid of that horror. There's a lot of horror going on right there. Nice. Nice! Got rid of that Scarecrow before I could do any healing. The Harvest, of course. And the Reaping.
Dazed, reeling, about to break.
Awesome hit.
Ringing ears, blurred vision. The end approaches.
Billy Mays goes back to Death's Door. And yeah, this is our last Exsanguinate. Awesome. I don't want to give him a chance to Winter's Breath that guy. Alright, let's see if we can take him out. Five health. Boom!
Nothing lives for long on these barren fields. A place of refuge, if only for a fleeting moment.
This is considered to be a darkest difficulty quest. So, highest possible difficulty. And we can grab some extra shards. Those aren't shards, that's a book. Okay. So I believe we just go onward, and we'll be able to patch up in the upcoming fight here. Splendorous! I've never seen this light before.
Lost in time and space.
Oh wow, that's just straight up beneficial to me. Wow, impressive. And new music. Ooh.
As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
Well, I thought I was going to be able to get in some easy heals, but this swine skipper is...
This is no place for the weak or foolhardy.
going to make my life difficult.
Injury and despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
Looks like I'm going to have to retreat. Yeah, there's no point in pushing on here. I'm just going to retreat. It's unfortunate. But I think I got one more kill than last time? Not 3 more kills than my best. So, Soto died, but not really. He's just refracted. So you can't actually die here, which is nice. If you die, you instead become refracted and you're lost in time and space.
All the decadent horrors I have seen pale in comparison to that final, crowning thing. I could not look, nor could I look away.
Yep, lost in the dimensions beyond time and space. We have some people in need of stress healing. But hey, we got a pretty good payout from that. But yeah, I should have been less gung-ho about that next fight. I should have done some healing with all that food I had. It was overconfidence, man. It's slow. It's insidious. It'll mess you up. It'll definitely mess you up. Well, now that that's done with, I think it's time to go back and continue leveling up some of these level 3 characters here. We'll just do a quick mission here. Auto in position 2, and Calaphlis. I definitely want to get a champion occultist going at some time. I feel like that would be very beneficial. But yeah, 2 newcomers, Calaphlis and Bonzato. Into the ruins. It's short ruins, so nope, not laudanum. Torches. Easy peasy.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line? A fortune, waiting to be spent.
Oh yeah, heirlooms. Haven't seen those in a while. I was very focused on just getting money for a while there.
Time to perform beyond one's limits.
There we go. And retribution.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
That knife is just not impressive. They keep trying to knife me. It's not going to work out the way you'd like it to.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Ooh, tenacity ring. That's a nice ring.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
Sometimes I wonder if the plus death blow resistance stuff is actually like too good. It takes away a fair chunk of risk. Oh yeah, the Houndmaster is great.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
He's got quite the bag of tricks. You know, depending on how you set him up, you can do a wide variety of different things. Hot to trot. The goblet.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
I'm destroying him. I'm destroying him. Oh yeah, the dodge guard is pretty good.
Annihilated.
I was like, do I think this fight is over this round? Yes, I do. So I may as well use Finale.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Best used when the fight is almost over. Okay, well, no room battles down here. We did get a little bit of loot, though, so I'm not exactly complaining.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Use some of that holy water.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave
Oh.
and the foolhardy alike.
We got bugs. And bugs start with B, and that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. Great is the weapon that cuts on its own. Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken. A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Gotta remember to use these dog treats. Keep forgetting about them. Or we could just throw them on the ground. I've yet to encounter a rune battle, which is what I'm here for.
Another abomination, cleansed from our lands.
Whoa. Yeah, we ran our man-at-arms.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. As victories mount, so too will resistance. The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
You know, for all Bunzato's negative quirks, he only has like Two really bad ones, Curious and Dud Hitter. Finally, a room battle.
A singular strike.
Wow, double dodge. I like that. Bonk. Ugh. Foul warding. And on a stealth target, no less. Guess I'll just start messing up that corpse.
Impressive.
Nice. And if we get the stun, we can actually knock the guard off. Nice. Healing? Let's just stab him. Then we'll dog him. Then probably can't stun him, so I'm gonna do some defending. Don't want Bunzado taking that hit. Get rid of that prot.
Destroyed.
The dog does, in fact, have every reason to gnaw on a skeleton corpse.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
So that is a sarcophagus. Now, I've been informed that you can use medicinal herbs to safely open a sarcophagus. That is not true. Everybody take a note. Can I torch it? Nope.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Well, so much for those herbs. Yeah, heard a rumor that you could use herbs on a sarcophagus to be able to open it safely. Get rid of 500 gold for these. Wow. We have yet to successfully scout a trap. But we also have yet to actually get hit by a trap. Hello, doggy. It's actually a gargoyle. It's not a dog. Quick disclaimer there. Bleed? Yes. And retribution.
Precision and power.
Ouch. Ouch. He took a bigger ouch.
A death by inches.
Alright, I think we gotta heal up our men-at-arms here. Okay, we definitely need to heal up our man-at-arms here. He's bleeding profusely.
A devastating blow.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Well, we seem to be doing okay so far, so with some trepidation, because I know this is,
Watch your step.
I was gonna say, I know this has bit me in the butt before.
More bones return to rest. Devils remember.
That seems like a great time to, vacate. Ooh, Eagle Eye. Irrepressible. Nice. Ooh.
I see something long absent in the sunken faces of passers-by. A glimmer of hope.
So the Mojo has somehow returned from being lost in time and space, and will never speak of what occurred. Sounds about right. Wait. Where did his trinkets go? Oh, I guess you still lose the trinkets. Dang. That's not so good. Yes, they did recolor the level icons, and they also made them look a little bit fancier. Soto is in need of some stress relief. And this Jester is in need of some stress relief. Everybody else is more or less okay. Medic's boots. There are a lot of nice trinkets here. I'm kind of saving up. I was saving up, but then, you know, whenever there's something new that I haven't seen before, obviously I have to check it out and buy it. Some of which I've been very pleased with, and others not so much. Alright, our low-level leveling continues. Let's gather some relics. Delicious. Satisfying. More. Our Jester is a little bit pub happy. And yeah, I was gonna bring Lord Damon. I'll bring Lord Damon. That's a very full inventory to start. And given the hour, this will probably be our last dungeon for today. So we try to bring some of these newcomers up to speed.
Recover these lost shipments of rarities, that we may prevent them from falling into even less scrupulous hands.
This way seems pretty mundane. Well, I stand corrected. However, with all due probability, we will not be using this altar. Tempting, but actually, that's not the worst, but oh, we surprised them. That's surprising for me.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Alright, Chevalier's dead. Chevalier... oh, dodged that. Crazy.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
They're all out of here.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken. Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Pretty early hunger check. Yeah, we're gonna ignore this this altar for right now. Hello, newcomers. If it bleeds, does it bleed? It bleeds.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Wow, bleed on everything. That doesn't particularly matter. That might. Okay. Ooh. Disease resisted. This bloodlust has been all upside so far.
Destroyed.
I'm on board with that. Okay. All these guys are
Press
dead.
disadvantage. Give them no quarter. A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Take a stack of gold.
A fortune, waiting to be spent.
Ooh, an invite. I'm gonna need that.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Darn it. There we
Their
go.
formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Give me your invitation. Critical dog hug.
Eradicated.
Wow. Our first negative consequence from that bloodlust. A little bit of stress. Ooh.
Obliterated.
Oh, the weary traveler.
A singular strike.
Well, messed those guys up pretty well.
This expedition at least promises success.
It's true. Pow. Plug. Pow. We'll ditch the crest for right now. Glad I kept that food. We're just chowing down. Wow. Full map. Quest location over there. Quest location there. Last quest location right there. Great. It's not a whole lot of fights away either.
Masterfully executed. Or death by inches.
That fight was over before it started. I guess I hit him with a nighttime ambush.
Success so clearly in view.
They were probably camping.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Wow, we are just slamming through this food.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Small lockbox.
The ground quakes.
Good hit. That's salty gouge. what I'm talking about. Dang barbicle barriers. That's it. You're getting targeted. By a whistle. Oh, she's a natural. Huh. Any extra damage against marked targets? No? Okay.
Annihilated. Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Unlocked strong box.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
That is true. No food. We'll turn around and come back to that. Walk to the end, turn around, walk back. Now the question is, what do I throw away? I think right now it's the keys. We got, what, 3 battles to go? No, it looks like 2. Possibly 3, depending on whether or not this has a battle in it. $11, $16. Got it. Check the bag.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
Alright,
In Radiance, may we find victory.
we're going dark mode. And of course that missed. So let's just start going for the front line here. Ooh, Call of the Deep. Damage, accuracy, and critical. Oh boy. It's unfortunate, but at least we can get rid of that bleed. And another Call of the Deep.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
There we go. Got that pain in the butt out of here. Now we start harassing the back line. By harassing, I mean just outright murdering. Shouldn't have done that. It's gonna cost you. blackjack.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Got a fish idol here. Can't be cleansed or bandaged. Just burn that off. And onward. And honestly, the next thing to go is going to be this firewood. We just don't have the food necessary for a good rest. Bit unfortunate, but well, we got some food. Let's toss this herb. Oh right, I'm out of torches. No, we shall fight in dim light. That's not good. Fortunately, there's no chevaliers here to completely ruin my day. Although I did just realize that everybody in this party has self-heal. Except for Lord Damon. But what are you gonna do? Not let Lord Damon get hit, that's what you're gonna do. Okay, got the gatekeeper.
Diminished.
Bloidas. Crikey. Bugger drank my blight. Crikey.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own. The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving. These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Grab some heals. Take a drink. And hopefully there will be no combat in this room here. I'll just be able to pick it up, walk out casually. That didn't happen. Well, that went very well. Except now we are on the clock to kill this thrall. Gotta do it this round. We didn't quite get it. Gotta do that. I can't take the risk of missing with Lord Damon. Even though the odds of that were tremendously low, I'd rather launch 2 attacks than 1. should have marked him. What am I doing? I'm being dumb.
Impressive.
Okay, well, I'm glad to know it did not matter.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Grab this money. Grab this relic. And that is a pack laden with loot. And also low on supplies. And that's a whole bunch of level 3s up to level 4. It's also a whole bunch of disease. Replaced gifted. That's actually unfortunate.
A finely crafted instrument of butchery and bloodshed. Yours for the taking.
Mine for the taking. You know, I wanted to build the granary originally, but now I'm not so sure if I do. Like, I have a lot of crests. What do I want to do with them all? Actually, I should probably do some upgrading. Let's do the nomad wagon.
Rarities and curios. Sold at a profit, of course.
We'll upgrade that to 100%. Seems fine. And we have a whole bunch of new level 4 characters. What to name them? Oh, I do still have Blamberg. Okay. I thought he might have died. I'm glad he didn't. Well, that one's definitely Valen. And then, let's see, we got some doggos. And this one will be Azria. I hope I spelled that right. It looks right. And then this one. Yep, that's right. Another Hellion. Let's see. I'm gonna do this a little bit prematurely because I already know what name I want to give this man-at-arms. But this one, I'm not so sure. Oh, I know what I'm going to name this one. Locke the Nomad. Will he ever see this? I doubt it highly, but he might, Rabbit, he might. And Vaylin is going to remove these trinkets. And then get some stress relief. May as well take advantage of this while I've got the opportunity. We'll bring Givmick up to the top here. Seems acceptable. And we've unlocked the Beguiling Siren. And the Necromancer Lord. Well, we're definitely going to have to take down one of those sometime soon. In fact, we could even bring Givmig to the Beguiling Siren fight. Figure out what exactly the plan is next time. Try to kill some bosses, and we might even go back into the Endless Harvest again. We made a little bit of progress, set a new record, but unfortunately, I became overconfident. Shame. Shame. Until next time, everybody. See ya, nerds! See